find openings for this. Anyway, hello there, Nate Jackson, Criterion Collection Reviewer guy here with number, oh god, what number is this? Number 208, Film Trilogy by Ingmar Bergman, subsection A, number 209, Through a Glass Darkly. Now, before we get started, of course, let me address the obvious elephant in the room. For those of you watching these in order of upload date, and all that. If you're wondering, wait a minute, Nate, what happened to number 207, The Pornographers? What about the Japanese pornography movie? You know, well, here's the thing. And this is my own, stupidity and not checking everything and all that. The stream that I looked at the stream this morning, and whoever uploaded it didn't include the subtitles. So I have no clue what they're saying. I mean, I could have watched it and just said, well, this guy did that, and these two people were talking to each other about something, or probably could have looked up Wikipedia and looked up the plot and all that, but that's not what it's about, I mean, and it only is the movie, too. I mean, it's all I need to do is watch the movie and tell you guys about it. There aren't any supplements. As far as I know, I don't believe there are any supplements in that on the DVD part from the movie, so yeah, so just this once, we're going to go out of order. We're going to keep the Criterion train moving. And I've decided to go ahead and go through the Bergman trilogy next, as well as Ingmar Bergman makes a movie. And then next Saturday, the 10th, October 10th, we'll do the Pornographers. Because I thought, okay, well, I have either one of two options now. I can either buy the movie or start a free trial at Hulu and watch it there, because it's still in print, so it's on Hulu. So I've decided to go with the latter, because apparently Hulu are now doing have commercial free plans, which is like okay, because I mean, I hated watching, I watched a couple of months ago, I watched like almost all of Twilight Zone on Hulu Plus, or Hulu, it's not Hulu Plus anymore, and having to sit through all the commercials is just horrendous, So yeah, so now that I know that they're doing, commercial free plans, it's more of a incentive for me to start a trial, start a subscription. So yeah, so I'm gonna start doing that next week, and that will hopefully take care of every instance of me not being able to find a movie that is in print, and it's on Hulu Plus, so we'll be all set, or Hulu. And yeah, so Pornographers next week. Stay tuned. And I hope it's a good movie. I really hope it's a good movie, because I really hope that I didn't just start this, waste a free trial on this one movie that sucks. And if any of you guys, you could help me out. If any of you guys have seen the Pornographers, like, comment down under there, and tell me good things. Tell me that it is good. Don't, because I can't go onto Criterion.com and read the comments, because they're all brown nosers on their website, It's very, the writing is, well, I don't know if they're all brown nosers, but the writing is very brown nosy. So, yeah, I'd like to hear from you guys, the fans, the people who, like, actually really appreciate these movies and all that. I want you to comment below and tell me, Pornographers, what do you think? Just give me a little idea of, is it a really good movie, or is it is it hype? Is it good, or is it Criterion? How about that? We'll put it that way. All right, so anyway, that's Pornographers is next week, but oh god, today Ingmar Bergman's Through a Glass Darkly, the first in a trilogy. I'm not looking forward. If this is what the trilogy looks. If this is what I've looked forward to in the trilogy. I'm just, oh god. I mean, Maria Braun was bad. Lola was bad. But of the 6 movies we've seen so far, this is the clunkiest of them all. And I mean, and part of it is because it's Bergman. Bergman knows how to make a clunky movie, and it's a shame, because I believed in him after Wild Strawberries. I really did. I I was under the impression that he made good movies every once in a while. So, I thought, well, maybe he's all right, But I'm looking at his films. I think this is I'm trying to look at the list of how many we've seen so far. Let's see. There's Seventh Seal, Autumn Sonata, Cries and Whispers, Wild Strawberries, and what was the other one we missed? Was that it? No, it was just those. Just those, yeah. Okay. So yeah, so if we're ranking these, let's play where does it rank? Wild Strawberries. Let's see. Wild Strawberries, Autumn Sonata, Cries and Whispers, Seventh Seal, Through a Glass Darkly. Yeah. Probably, without a doubt, this is so far the worst Bergman film I've seen so far. But yeah. But anyway, let me talk about it. Anyway, so let me tell you what I think this movie, what I saw in this movie, in the 89 minutes of this movie, 89 minutes in 1961, black and white, Swedish, blah blah blah, dedicated to his wife. I don't think your wife wanted this movie, But anyway. So it's actually, and I thought it was gonna be kind of cool because it's kind of set in one period. It's a period of 24 hours, and it's only 4 characters too. It's kind of a chamber movie, if you will, and there's only 4 characters. There's a girl named Karen, her name Karen, and her husband. What was her husband's name? Her husband, whose name is printed on here. What is her husband's name? The magic of being able to film and look up David. Husband. Martin. The husband Martin, Karen's father David, and Karen's brother Minus. And this is the 4 of them. They're the only characters you see, and they're on this island, and stuff happens. Basically, Karen suffers from a form of schizophrenia, where she has these, she hears voices, and she delves into these worlds of fantasy, and it and I guess her, they all know, she's been in the hospital, and they've released her, and they're on this island, I guess maybe to relax, they're taking a vacation or something, and so they're out together, and I guess Martin tells David that I guess her schizophrenia is uncurable. There's little to no chance of a cure. And so David becomes very obsessed with writing about Karen, because he's an author, and he writes in his diary about her and her collapse, I guess, or decline. And I think he even he includes moments from her life in his stories. And one night she finds his diary, and she finds out that he's been writing about her, and she gets really upset. And so I think she even goes even further off the deep end. And one day, I guess Martin and David go off, and I guess because she tells Martin that, what David's been doing. So Martin and David go off on a boat and confront each other about it. Meanwhile, Karen and Minus are alone on the island, and Karen has these bouts where she kneels on the floor and talks to God. And I guess a lot of this trilogy is about God, which would be an interesting topic if the movie was good, So it's it's hard to describe. There's a storm, and Karen runs off to this boat. This boat is shipwrecked boat. Minus finds her, and they sleep in the boat or something. I don't know. Or they it's really hard to explain. But so when Martin and David come back, they find Karen in the boat, and they try to bring her back, and they realize that they need to get her off the island. They need to send her back to the hospital. And all this is happening. Karen is still having these moments where she talks to God, where she hears voices in the wall, At one point, and toward the end, she ends up talking to God in the wall, and the helicopter that comes by to take them off the island, freaks her out, and she has this bout where Martin has to sedate her, and after she's sedated and calms down, she tells everyone that the god that she saw was actually a spider on the wall that tried to penetrate her, and she uses the word penetrate, and I think that was the moment when I lost it. I lost this movie altogether, and that was I'd lost the movie from the get-go because I knew it was Bergman, and I just looking at it and I'm thinking, this is not going to be good. But as soon as she said that the spider tried to penetrate her, that was when I said, nope, Bergman, nope, you're not doing this, nope, sorry, this is the worst thing ever, sorry. So anyway, so her god is a spider. But Martin and Karen go back home, and Minas and David are on the island, and Minas talks to his father, and they have this discussion about love and God, at the end, Minus's final words are "Papa spoke to me." That's the final line of the film. And it's supposed to be this, I guess it is this little revelatory moment where Minas realizes that he actually had a decent conversation with his father. And you don't see a lot of talk between the two characters. It's mostly between, Karen and David. So there you are. And so that's the only thing I can say about it. And on that note, I guess that's about it. So anyway, it's Bergman. It's a friggin' Bergman film for you. My least favorite. I mean, all the others had positives. I think Magic Flute. No, Magic Flute is probably second best. I forgot about the Magic Flute. It's probably that. It's probably Wild Strawberries, Magic Flute, Autumn Sonata, Cries and Whispers, Seventh Seal, and then Through Glass Darkly. And I think it was just the pretentiousness of it, the artsy fartsy of this. I think a lot of Karen's character really annoyed me. And I know it's wrong to say, it's because you don't understand schizophrenia. Well, no, it's just because she doesn't really have schizophrenia. I mean, she's acting. It's all acting, and I don't really I don't know. I guess it's easy for me to say, I don't like this movie because it's Bergman. But honestly, it's just like everybody's got their own opinion, and mine is wrong. So just take it at that. Just get it through your heads, guys. Get through your heads that I don't care for Bergman, really. I haven't seen a Bergman movie that's really just said, oh my god, this movie's amazing, wow. It's like every movie has had its faults. Every Bergman movie has its faults. Even Wild Strawberries, even though it's the best, it's not the greatest. But at that rate. But yeah, this is just, I don't know, didn't really enjoy this one. So. And I'm afraid to know my opinion of the next two, the ones that are coming. So, but anyway, so what do I give this one? F? Does it really deserve an F though? Yeah. F plus. And I'll give it an F plus. It's just, this is F plus. Yeah. Unsubscribers, start the hate comments. He hates Bergman. Now I can say shit about him. Anyway, so there's only two supplements. There's a 11-minute interview with a video discussion, as they call it, of Ingmar Bergman biographer Peter Cowie, and he just talks about just the intro, kind of just talks about mostly about the setting up of the trilogy and Bergman when he went into filming the trilogy. He does talk a little bit about the film and all that, and different key points such as the end and such as the dedication and most of that. And the trailer, the U.S. trailer, which, oh god, that'll make you cringe. That'll make you sick to your stomach. Oh, it would make me sick. The way they talk, the way they brown nose Bergman. Oh. And there was an English dubbed soundtrack, which, I don't really like doing those. I'm not a fan. I'd like to hear the original dialogue and just read subtitles. That's how I like to do it. I think I did. I can't remember, but I think I did that with one movie that we've done, the English dubbed. But yeah, for the most part, I prefer the thing. So maybe someday I'll go back to this and listen to the dub soundtrack and see how crappy it is. See if it improves or deproves the movie. But I don't know how you can get much more worse than this. F+ Through a Glass Darkly. All right, so, oh god, more Gunnar Bjornstrand and more Max von Sydow. It's like, Bergman, there were more German actors out there than Max von Sydow. Come on now. Anyway, so, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, then next week, Pornographers, and then after that, Richard III, Devil and Daniel Webster, Tokyo Story, Rules of the Game. What am I missing? I'm missing one. Screw it. So yeah, so that's about that. So, and yeah, and then we'll keep on rolling. Anyway, so that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Please don't unsubscribe just because I hate Bergman. Yeah, don't subscribe. Don't unsubscribe because the best is yet to come. I usually you just gotta accept that I don't like Bergman. Okay, guys, just accept it. Accept that I'm going to have very strong feelings about every Bergman movie, unless otherwise noted. I'm going to have very, very disapproving feelings about every Bergman movie that we see. I mean, you never know. I mean, I don't know how many more we have, but we've got some more coming. So we've got at least two. We've got at least, I think, 5 more coming. Anyway, so yeah, so that but any related to the any morals related to the film. I don't know. Don't let spiders penetrate you, I guess. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and we will hopefully see you guys. Hopefully you guys are still with me on Monday for another epic Bergman film, Winter Light. Until then, goodbye.